I'm Jacob at Music, and today I'm going to be showing off the KORG Volca FM2. So this is the newest addition in the Volca family. You're probably familiar with the Volca FM. This is an adaptation and adding new features to the FM to bring it more modernized, as well as adding a few features to get it to work as its own kind of module instead of it just being as part of the full Volca family. First and foremost, you're probably familiar with the FM. What it is kind of a KORG's accurate representation or kind of adaptation on the Yamaha DX7, which is a FM synthesizer, which was made years and years and years ago. And it was notorious for having a really bad kind of interface and getting your head around, whereas with the Volca FM, it's much more compact and a little bit easier to get your head around. There are some new features that are packed into this, and some of those features include, for instance, velocity with MIDI. So on its own, when you press a note on here, depending on how hard it isn't velocity sensitive, but if you have an external MIDI controller, then you can actually get velocity out of it, which means the harder you hit your keys, it can mess around and make the noise louder or even modulate certain parameters on the FM. Additionally, it comes with a 6 voices now, as opposed to 3 voices. The original had 3 voices, which means you could only play 3 notes at one time, whereas now they've updated that so that you can play 6 notes at the same time, which just makes it a little more of a standalone synthesizer as opposed to it being as part of the full Volca ecosystem. Obviously, it can work standalone, and that's what they're trying to aim and target this towards, and with some of the new features that they've added. It obviously can be used with the whole Volca ecosystem because you've got the sync out in and out, which was present in the original Volca FM, but you might notice now that it has a MIDI in and out. So not only can you take MIDI from a different source and plug it into here, and that's how you get the velocity and a lot of the times the additional kind of voices, but you can also send MIDI from this out to other modules, other synths, hardware synths, so on and so forth, which means that you can use this to control other synthesizers as well, which gives you a really portable MIDI controller and a really affordable MIDI controller as well. Another feature that they've added, as you'll notice, that there are some effects here. So you've got unison chorus. The new one here is Reverb. So this is really handy if you wanted to add space to the sound. And this sounds really gorgeous. Like, it is an awesome sounding Volca synthesizer. And with that reverb, you can also edit the dry and wetness by holding the function and messing around with the division knob. And you can control the chorus's dry and wetness as well by holding function and then messing around with the type knob. Look, I think the Volca FM2 is a great stepping stone if you're particularly looking to get into synthesizers, as well as if you're looking to get into the Volca ecosystem. Because the great thing about the Volca ecosystem is you can have, you know, one module, or you can have the entire range, and so that really lends itself to developing what you have over time. And you know, you might find that when you get this, that you want to get a Volca kick additionally, or the Volca beats, or the Volca new bass, whatever. And it's something that can grow with you, which is really handy and just really great for it. And the fact that they've made this kind of more towards being able to use by itself, it is probably the best stepping stone into the Volca ecosystem, as well as if you're looking for a cheap, really great sounding synthesizer. So that's been a showcase of the Volca FM2. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, come in store, or give us an email. Thanks for watching.